Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in A Course in Miracles workbook for students, lesson 242. This day is God's, it is my gift to Him. I will not lead my life alone today. I do not understand the world, and so try to lead my life alone must be foolishness. For there is one who knows all that is best for me. Footnote 42, the one who knows is the Holy Spirit. And He is glad to make no choices for me but the ones that lead to God. This day I give to Him, for I would not delay my coming home, and it is He who knows the way to God. And so we give today to you. We come with wholly open arms. We do not ask for anything that we may think we want. Give us what you would have received by us. You know all our desires and our needs, and you will give us all things that we want, and that will help us to find the way to you. 43. This seems to be a double condition. He will give us the things that we want, and that will help us find the way to Him. And now I will read the commentary by Alan Watson and Robert Perry. I will not lead my life alone today. Lesson 242. This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. In a day that seems rushed and overfull with things to do, it is a relief to remember that I need not lead my life alone. I can burden myself with 1,000 little decisions, or I can relax into His hands. I may list what needs to be done, but I can let go of all attachment to doing any of them. In each moment, I can trust that I will know what to do next and that my choice will be perfect. What is important, however, is not the guidance of the Holy Spirit, but His companionship. I will not be alone today, although I may have no other human presence with me. I can consciously be with God and God with me. Instead of talking out loud to myself, why not talk out loud to Jesus? He is a much wiser companion than my limited mind. I do not understand the world, and so try to lead my life alone. And so to try to lead my life alone must be foolishness. There is such resistance in me, in us all, to realizing that we do not and cannot understand the world. I understand nothing. My awareness of what is going on is about 1/5 billionth of just our physical planet and its people. I know nothing of other planets and galaxies, and I'm totally unaware of the numberless realms beyond the physical. Spirit beings, angels, ascended masters, whatever there may be. I don't know that the clerk in the laundry may need a smile or whatever else is going on in minds apparently separated from me. How can I even think of rationally deciding what to do, where to go, what to say, all on my own? Some event occurs, such as an appointment being juggled around from one time to another and finally settling on a time I least wanted by my preferences. If I think I understand what is going on, if I think my preference is all that matters, I could be upset. If I realize I don't understand the world, I let go, I accept, I trust. And I show up at my friend's door, minutes after she has heard news about a friend's sudden death, present to comfort her when she needs it, and not coincidentally prepared by an afternoon of discussing death with another friend, when I had no idea why I agreed to take time for that discussion, when I had other things I thought important to do. How foolish to not let Him lead me. So today again, I resign as my own teacher and settle a bit more deeply into the awareness that I do not know, I do not understand, and knowing that is wisdom. I release this day into God's hands. It is my gift to Him. This is a really good deal. If I let go of my day and He makes it full of miracles. That's what He wants it for. It takes great effort at first to let go of wanting to understand, but when I do, nothing but joy follows. But there is one who knows all that is best for me, and He is glad to make no choices for me but the ones that lead to God. I give this day to Him, for I would not delay my coming home, and it is He who knows the way to God. Best for me doesn't necessarily mean that I will get done all I think I have to do, or that everything will work out perfectly in my eyes in form. Often it does mean that, but sometimes not. Best for me means the things that lead to God. It means coming home and making progress on the way to God. Because that is all that life in this world is for. The healing of God's Son is all the world is for, and nothing else. If I give my day to God, to the Holy Spirit, I will end the day closer to God, nearer home. That is my goal every day of my life, nothing else. All other events are stage props for this one unfolding drama. No matter what else may happen, if I spend this day more conscious of Jesus' companionship, a little more often at peace, a little more joyful in every minute or every few minutes spent joyfully, it is a success. Okay, I messed that up. Or a few more minutes spent joyfully, it is a success. And so we give today to you. We come with wholly open minds. We do not ask for anything that we may think we want. Give us what you would have received by us. You know all our desires and our wants, and you will give us everything we need in helping us to find the way to you. Wholly open minds. No preconceptions about what should take place. Wholly means totally, completely open. As for what we expect to come, anything can fail to happen, and we are not distraught. As for what we do not expect, anything can come, and we are not dismayed. I recognize that my mind does not want to be wholly open. For instance, I think if I did not finish writing my article before lunch, I might be upset. If I have that thought, let me see, it is only my thought, not a fact. What other things am I attached to today? Jesus, I want to be wholly open, and it isn't easy. How can I let go of my wants and needs? By remembering that you know all our desires and our wants. He knows what I think I need, and I do not need to ask Him for those things. He knows, and if the day does not bring what I think I want, it is not because He did not know, or that He lost my case file, or that He is punishing me for some imaginary guilt. It is because what I thought I wanted was not best for me. The Holy Spirit is not inconsiderate nor forgetful. He will give us everything we need in helping us to find the way to God. Let me let down the defenses of my planning mind and follow this advice. Let no defenses but your present trust direct the future, and this life becomes a meaningful encounter with the truth that only your defenses would conceal. Now, if you will please close your eyes. That was a lot of reading. I hope that you are taking something away from it. I know whatever it is, it's exactly what was meant to be. So listen, if you close your eyes, I'll lead you into meditation. Lesson 242. This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. And so today we give to you. We come with wholly open minds. We do not ask for anything that we may think we want. Give us what you would have received by us. You know all our desires and our needs, and you will give us all things that we want, and that will help us find the way to you. Thank you for joining with me in the meditation. Now we will read What is the World? Section 3 of Part 2 in the workbook. We are in paragraph 1 and we'll read 4 and 5. I read 4 yesterday, but I'm just going to read it anyway. When the thought of separation has been changed to one of true forgiveness, will the world be seen in quite another light, and one that leads to truth, where all the world must disappear and all its errors vanish. Now its source has gone, and its effects are gone as well. This is the commentary by Alan Watson. If the world is simply the effect of the thought of separation in my mind, then obviously it is true that, when the thought of separation has been changed to one of true forgiveness, will the world be seen in quite another light, and one which leads to truth. The antidote for the thought of separation is true forgiveness. If the Course is a course in changing our thoughts, the thoughts that are being changed are separation thoughts, and they are being changed into thoughts of true forgiveness. The wall that keeps us separate is our unforgiveness, our grievances, our judgment upon one another as undeserving of love. The result is changing those thoughts to thoughts of forgiveness, is that we see the world very differently. Instead of a world of judgment, we see the real world. Instead of enemies, we see brothers, and the vision of this real world leads to truth. Beyond perception to knowledge, beyond the real world to heaven. This light leads to truth, where all the world must disappear and all its errors vanish. In other words, as we've already seen, the progression is from the world, the result of the thought of separation, to the real world, the result of the thought of forgiveness, and then to heaven, the truth, where there is no world at all. The process we are going through in the world is the healing of our thoughts of separation. As those thoughts are healed, we begin to see the real world more and more, a world in which only love is reflected. But when the thought of separation is entirely healed in every part of every fragment of the mind, the world will not simply be seen differently, it will disappear. Now its source, the thought of separation, has gone, and its effects, the world and all its errors, are gone as well. Thank you so much for joining with me in this lesson 242. This day is God's. It is my gift to Him. Please be sure to read the whole section on What is the World at some point today, or listen to the YouTube video on my channel. Thank you so much. I love you.